two wonderful aspiring poets, both from Pukwane, and they go by the name of Halifele and Lebohang. Ladies, how are you doing?
Yeah, all good. Thanks, and how are you?
Good, thanks.
I'm doing great myself.
I'm doing lovely, thanks. Would you mind telling us a bit about yourselves, just a little brief, so we could know a bit about who you are? You can go first.
Okay, Halifele is a loving, caring, ambitious, and multi-talented lady who grew up in a family of 6 in a large village in Limpopo.
Okay, Lebohang is a young, talented girl who grew up in Limpopo but now stay in Pretoria first calling.
Nice, I like it. So, ladies, what inspired you both to start writing poetry?
I'm actually inspired by Mem Mabiba, one of our best teacher in Dr. Namula Fongomo. She teach and motivate at the same time. She takes the two simultaneously. So, yeah.
How do you feel?
Well, I wouldn't say something inspired me, but yeah, a little bit of inspiration. Yeah, a friend of mine inspired me. He was so into poetry, like my best friend. He was so into poetry. I was not into poetry. And then the more time I spent with him, I started loving poetry, and yeah.
Lovely. I think you both answered my question, but I just want to ask anyway, when did you discover that you had the talent for writing, for poetry rather?
I discovered that last year.
How did that come about? Did you just pick up a notebook and start writing and beautiful things came out, or what happened? There is someone, a motivational speaker who called Sinetemba Mtetwa. She's the one who actually motivated us. She will actually tell us that there are opportunities out there. Don't wait for them to come. Go and look them. Wonderful.
What is the question again?
When did you discover that you have a talent for poetry?
Oh, I discovered when I was doing grade 7. I wrote my first poem when I was doing grade 7. My poem was a combination of languages. The reason I wrote that poem is because I was surrounded by a lot of Ndebele people, and I could see that they're still embracing their culture, unlike some other people like big people. I'm not trying to offend them or something, but they're no longer embracing their culture. So I was surrounded by Ndebele people, and then I saw how they're busy embracing their culture, and then I decided to write a poem.
Okay, so I believe that every artist has somebody that they all look up to, someone who motivates them, inspires them. So who are your favorite poets that you maybe look up to?
I thought you never asked. The poet that I'm looking up to is Mzwakhe Mbuli.
Oh, yes.
Like, his poems are so motivational, inspiring, and they're so touching. He's the one person that I'm looking up to as a poet.
Okay, what was the question then?
Who are your favorite poets that you look up to?
Oh, okay. My favorite poet is Dingle. But it's Bukhari actually. She's very young and she motivates people. You know, like her poems are really amazing.
Yeah, she is indeed living proof that dynamites do come in small packages. Right?
Of course.
So, in your opinions, what would you say makes a poem good?
Well, in my opinion, I think the thing that makes a poem good is the way we as poets, when our poems went before me, and the way we combine our words. You can't just pick a word that side and that side, knowing that they do not match up. Like I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the thing that make a poem to be good is the combination of words.
In my opinion, like Hanifila said, it's about the combination. It's actually like when you are writing a poem and you are going to present it, you must like make action. Don't just make a poem. People are going to get bored.
So I guess another thing that does count is the response of people to your poem.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Okay, so music does has genres, you know, right? Poetry also does. What would you both say that is your writing style or your poetry genre? Lyrical, maybe, or narrative?
Oh, mine is narrative.
Well, I do them all, but narrative.
What's up, my amigos out there and Kastimakato, Sialeta. Welcome to Forever Young Reality Show. Now, being young is about being fresh and totally obsessed with yourself. How you look, how you talk, how you walk matters to you and the society.
Lovely. In all poems, you've both written multiple poems, right? Not just one. So in all poems that you've written, which one would you say stands out for you?
The best for mine is Kilwa Africa. You know, to let people know who exactly I am. Yeah.
Well, mine is Undestined Journey. It talks about, you know, that death always comes when we're not expecting it. Yeah, it talks about Undestined Journey, knowing that, like, we all know that we're not here forever, but then we die before we can reach our destiny. Yes, it talks about that Undestined Journey.
Physical pain, mental torture.
So what advice do you guys have for aspiring poets, people who really want to make it as poets? What advice would you give?
Well, I would say they must just stay true to themselves and they mustn't pretend to be someone else. Because immediately you start pretending to be someone else, you're gonna be lost. You just have to be original because originality is the best form of a brilliant and an original person. It's not someone who imitates nobody, but someone who nobody can imitate. And they should all ask themselves, who were they before the world told them who they are not.
You know, life hesitate is back on you.
Okay, I will actually inspire people by saying that if you want to do something, you must stand up and take action. The distance between your reality and dreams is called action. You know, it doesn't matter about the background you may be coming from. Like me, I'm coming from a very poor family, but indeed, yes, I managed to do this.
CVs everywhere, but you just cannot find employment.
Give me Africa. Give me Africa. Kana yaka iweto walamu. Lifane Angela Africa. Kashatua kapeti abona. Africa way, Africa way. Oh, twali mbele ya kanina. Bela kanina ayo ramasari. Haike isika wena. Kimika mama. Ona kimika lela kai. Dikita
Wow, such young minds yet powerful thoughts. These are our aspiring poets, Halifele and Lewhan. This is TCT's Forever Young.
I am an African. I was born in the African village. The village that is in the African continent. The village of silk and milk. The village of money and honey. The village that lies soaked under the African sun and rises under the endless blue sky. Mina ngulaza na wana na vele wana sasa wakanyamo. Namhlanje ngibethiske tunyafanela. Oh yes, I am an African. I was born and raised in Africa. I carry in my womb the light of tomorrow. In my bed I carry the memories of my country, and I walk with pride because of who I am. Africa, my beginning, Africa, my soul, Africa, my beloved, Africa, my destination. Halala, Africa, a nation of passion. You speak with one voice and we listen. You give to the poor and we applaud. Halala, Africa, my homeland. Mina ngekela umzimba wami kufikela kusasa kwami ngoba lo mzimba lonke longaziwa ngumama wami. Oh yes, I am an African by my color, culture, language, tradition, and I am an African and will always remain an African by my spirit of Ubuntu. The concept that differentiates man from animal. I am an African. I am an African.